Good day everybody, it's Pillar from Tales Productions and welcome back to Star Trek Online and this playthrough of a Romulan Science Officer on a completely free to play account. So in the last episode we completed Smash and Grab. We're pretty much getting led by Chava, for now anyway. Apparently that's about to end, but I'm really not sure how. Like I said, I think she is trustworthy. That's just my gut feeling, but the last mission hit that a little bit to the side. So I'm not sure anymore. I think she's alright. Let's check what goes on in Tradecraft.
If you want proof, then I'll provide it. I'm transmitting several classified Tal Shiar files to your ship now. Read through them, analyze them yourself, and then you'll see the truth. Datan and his kind are terrorists and a threat to the survival of the Romulan people. After that, I hope you'll reconsider your options. The Tal Shiar are trying to help the Romulan people, and you should be fighting for us. We've been fighting for you all this time.
Okay, this will be interesting actually. Interesting to see what they're giving us. Oh, I definitely don't want that. Maybe? Why couldn't they give me the impulse engine in this one? I still need it. Okay, so that was fully voiced. Why are all Chava's things not voiced then? That's my age-old argument, but still. So, cryptography. Decipher Tal Shiar files, access library files in your ship's ready room. I should remember how to do this, right? First time. Can you believe it? But where's my ready room? This one? Good guess. Okay, that's really cool. That popping up like that. I like it a lot. Alright, let's decipher Tal Shiar files. Alright, here we go. 3 files uploaded. So we've got Cheltok intelligence file, Viranat intelligence file, and Kinkuthanza. Alright, so that's where we just were, right? In the last Smash and Grab episode. Let's start with Cheltok, because I can't really remember what Cheltok is. Obviously, Viranat's where we come from. And we just did Kinkuthanza, and even though I recognise the name, can't really remember much about it. So, Datan has a personal relationship with Lortrix, the leader of a colony. Oh yeah, this was the one with the Hirogen, right? In the Cheltok system. They went together on a Romulan colony, mining colony. The weapons present at the colony were the property of the terrorist militia helping Datan and his followers break away from the legitimate government of the Romulan Star Empire. These weapons were being stored by Lortrix at Datan's personal request. On Stardate, blah blah blah, Datan contacted Klingon intelligence. These communications dealt with targeting Romulan Star Empire and Federation colonies for terrorist acts. Check statements against ship's library, okay. Oh wow, okay, so Datan has a personal relationship with Lortrix, so they negotiated a settlement on a Romulan mining colony. Huh. Okay, I think I get what's going on. So now I can examine being held for Datan. No evidence showing that the weapons found on Cheltok were being held for Datan by Lortrix, so check purchase orders. Ooh. Recent Cheltok colony purchase orders, right. So on A star date, 10 crates of self-sealing stem bolts, 5 water purifiers, 25 solar arrays, 3 metric tons of freeze-dried food. Right, so that shows nothing about weapons. Review weapon targeting information. Coordinates previously set as weapon targets were engines of a Ferengi freighter Latinum Lady, long-range torpedo launch, target Romulan flotilla, high-yield bombardment, target Suluban Helix, and fire-at-will target the Pacassia, which is mine, right? That's my ship. Alright, then I can check communications traffic regarding threat thefts. Communications traffic with keyword stolen. Alright, Subcommander Nadal. Key phrases. Notice that some grain was stolen, which was Renak to Obasek. Found some stolen medical supplies on the black market. Franklin Drake to Admiral Tanay. Wow, where'd I get that information from? Alright. List the ship as stolen as the official record. That's commend to stars, alright. You have stolen an honour that was due to me. Ooh. Ooh, who said that? Alright, change wording of original Tal Shiar file. So being held for Datan to sold to Datan, or aimed at Romulan militia targets, that's true. Stolen from? No, I don't think... No, nothing in the stolen bit said that it was, so this is just aimed at Romulan militia targets, right? Yeah. The facts in the library computer are in line with the assertion that the weapons found on Cheltok were aimed at Romulan militia targets by Lortrix. Right, okay, so how does that change it? These weapons were aimed at Romulan militia targets by Lortrix at Datan's personal request. I mean, surely that needs changing. Alright, so Empire and Federation colonies for terrorist acts. Let's examine that then. So, there is no evidence showing that Datan's contacted Klingon intelligence regarding terrorist acts. There you go, problem solved. Check medical reports. 10 cases of the flu, 4 broken bones, 2 lacerations, 5 plasma burns, 2 cases of heat stroke, 1 pregnancy, 6 deaths from battle. Not sure what these are I'm looking at. Eta Iridani colonies, okay. The Bar Jar, 12 cases of malnutrition, lovely. 2 cases of dehydration, 2 broken bones, 1 punctured lung, alright. Review aid requests. Water, agriculture, medical, yeah. Industrial replicators, insecticide, yep. Ship parts, weaponry, solar panels and water purifiers. Why was he requesting weaponry? I guess, like, it is okay for colonies to have weaponry, right? For self-defense and stuff, that makes sense. Or hunting. But yeah, the weaponry they had was obviously a bit too much. Crime logs. Right, so yeah, we're investigating about terrorist acts. Crime logs from Eta Iridani colonies. Aijalon, I guess. Domestic violence, theft, smuggling, assault, public intoxication, attempted murder, trafficking in controlled substances, attempted sexual assault, and murder. Wow, that seems like a lovely place to be. And treeless, arson, theft, vehicle theft, damage to private property. Change wording. I don't think I've got any information from all these, have I? They were... agriculture aid? Crime prevention? Stan's communication with Klingon intelligence dealt with targeting colonies for... So it was with the Klingon intelligence. Alright, so let's quickly check. Industrial replicators and insecticide. So to agricultural aid, right? The facts in the library computer are in line with the assertion that Datan contacted Klingon intelligence for talks about targeting agricultural aid to colonies in the Eta Iridani sector block. Wow. Okay, so this is the current file that should be correct. Although this still seems a little bit weird. These weapons were being aimed at Romulan militia targets by Lortrix at Datan's personal request. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so that was Cheltok. Wow, so we've done one. Lovely. Let's read the Virinat intelligence file. Datan smuggled a large number of crates into Virinat by routing them through unmonitored systems. The crates were determined to be carrying weapons meant to be used by the inhabitants of Virinat. Datan's terrorist organisation, the Romulan Republic, assisted with the construction of Virinat colony. During construction, this organisation concealed hidden compartments and rooms into many of the colony structures to facilitate smuggling and illegal weapon sales. Inside the repair facility, there was machinery linked to biological weapons manufacturing. Nice, alright. Datan and the Romulan Republic have also allocated significant resources to accumulate intelligence on the Klingon Empire. Most of the information is related to Klingon Empire colony locations and defences. Alright, let's check the statements. So, crates were determined to be carrying weapons is the first thing we're going to check. Datan smuggled a large number of crates. Yeah, meant to be carrying weapons. There's no record of that, so check medical supply shipments. Yeah, so 2 anesthetine shipped from First City on Kronos, 4 cases of Metorapan from the Federation basically, 1 case of Melanex and 1 case of Dermaline from Virinat to Rashina. Oh right, so we provided some as well. 5 cases of Tetravlaveline shipped from Deep Space K7, okay. Alright, and then agricultural exports. 250 pounds of raw honey purchased by Rashina Colony, 2 tons of Ossol purchased by Quark Enterprises, cool. Vat of Lager nectar purchased by Paltron Alliance, 1 ton of Venarine requisitioned by Romulan military, alright. Check status of ships leaving Virinat. Okay, so the Natima, delivery of goods purchased from Quark Enterprises, then the Fortune's Fool, delivery of medical supplies. Ariane, pickup of supplies for Rashina colony. Yeah, sensor detected increase in warp drive efficiency when vessel left Virinat system. Okay. And Jacana, purposing system undetermined. Ooh. That's an IRW, so that's a battleship, right? Change wording of original Tal Shiar file. I'm not sure what I'm changing this one to. Titan smuggled a large number of crates into Virinat by routing them through unmonitored systems. The crates were determined to be carrying weapons meant to be used by the inhabitants of Virinat. So I had a few, like there definitely were some medical supplies. Ship parts might be what the increased warp function was hinting at. Let's try medical supplies. Not in line with such an assertion. Okay, so I guess it's trying to get me to say this then. Ship parts. Yeah, alright, because it highlighted it, I guess I should have known. I didn't really read much about ship parts, except the one thing saying that the ship had increased warp functions. But okay. Examine colony locations discrepancy. Ooh. Related to Klingon Empire colony locations. Alright, so intercepted transmissions. Need to know more before we approach them with our proposal. That's from Gempok to Stars. Oh. I have no reason to trust them yet. From Tamer to Datan. To understand the mindsets of the High Council. And realise the extreme danger of the situation. Right, check sensor logs. Routine maintenance complete. No malfunction detected. Sensor probe destroyed in the Agelon system. Sabotage detected to sensor array in the cursor system. Sensor array failure in grid blah. Check available financial information. Right, yeah, the Romulan flotilla has a decent income. Cursor doesn't. Agelon colony is alright. Change wording of original Tal Shiar file. Right, so finances. Most of the information is related to Klingon Empire finances. Didn't think it was. So it was political climate, wasn't it? Man, okay, this is weird. Return to the file selection. So one last one to do. We're doing the Kinkuthanza intelligence file. Tal Shiar has stopped a raid against one of its facilities in the Theban system. The prisoners captured will be transferred to the Kinkuthanza system penal colony. Alright, so this is where Chava got her information and told us in the last episode when we did the smash and grab one, right? Several members of the raiding party remained unidentified or dead and in a state when identification is impossible. However, one of the prisoners captured in the raid has been identified as Rina Kev, a known member of Datan's terrorist organisation. The prisoners captured during the raid against the Tal Shiar facility in the Theban system have been interrogated. Preliminary results of the questioning have yielded credible information, connecting them with a plot to assassinate the Empress. Alright, let's check some statements then, I guess. So we've already done... Oh, okay, so one of the prisoners captured in the raid has been identified as Sub-Commander Avran. So that's been changed already, okay. Fine, so let's change the Kinkuthanza system then. No record of Tal Shiar prisoners being transferred, so let's check the ship flight logs. Ooh. Alright, ship stopping in Rator system. The Gladius departed to Tarod sector, purpose of travel repairs. The Morgan on diplomatic mission to Starbase 39 Sierra. The Profiteer going to trade Eridan Belt Drazana? Yeah, Drazana Station, sorry. And the Leavel arrived from Kittimer, remains in the Rator system, purpose of travel royal transport. Okay. Check ship flight logs. The Nopada system. Arrived from Great Bloom, departed to Tarot sector, purpose of travel unknown. The Firval arrived there, purpose of travel delivery, purpose of travel patrol, sensor array repair. I mean, this is more likely, right? Tarot sector unknown or Eridan Belt delivery. Check ship flight logs for known Tal Shiar transports. Medical supplies, weapons, cargo unknown. Interesting. Theban Afahir Nebula Lair. Alright, well, I don't feel like there's enough information there for me to definitely say. I'm just going to be guessing. I didn't see anything mentioned installation 18, so how could I possibly know that? Rattle system was mentioned a couple of times. Let's try that. No. Change it. No Peter. Yeah, why not? No. So it is the one that's highlighted. I never saw anything mention the Nimbus system or installation 18. So am I meant to be reading through this and getting clues and then trying to figure out which one is in there, or am I meant to just click all the buttons and then pick the one that's highlighted? I mean, I thought this was a half-decent puzzle to start with, but that one didn't seem anything like it. Okay, so prisoners captured during the raid against Tal Shiar, blah blah blah. Preliminary results of the questioning have yielded credible information connecting them with a plot too. And then this did say assassinate the Empress, right, to start with, but now it's saying start a revolution. So I guess we examine that. Okay, check anti-Tal Shiar propaganda. Freedom from tyranny. Summary. Calls for free elections and removal of the Empress. Killers Among Us demands war crime trials for Tal Shiar leadership. Romulan Star Empire no more, which suggests Romulan colony worlds should join Federation as independent states. Abductions. Reports of alien abductions from Romulan planets. We've seen that. Communist Manifesto. Brilliant. Ancient earthworks suggesting adoption of a social order based on common ownership that is classless and stateless. An interesting read. Right, so check black market job listings. Wow. So I'm trying to find out what the plot was for, right? People with military experience needed for a team job. Cold weather tolerance a must. Alright. Agent willing to pay well for information on a Federation quarantined world known as Gateway. Awesome. Operation with infiltration and piloting skills needed for long-term assignment in Cardassian space. Must be willing to undergo cosmetic and DNA alteration. That references an episode from Next Generation, right? I believe. Looking for the crew with skills in counter surveillance, cargo transport, and heavy lifting. Pays equal share of all loot acquired. Alright. I mean, I'm not sure how much this really applies. Check reports of military activities. Chowtok sold weapons. Tadaka disbanded police force for brutality. Nice. Instituted anti-weapon laws. Contracted third party for protection. So, is there anything here that tells me what this is for? Steal supplies. Create a militia. I mean, select the one that's highlighted. Apparently that's not it. Change the wording. Infiltrate Tal Shiar. No. I want to consult mission logs actually and see what this says. The request of Chava. So this is just an update of a summary of what we did, right? At the request of Chava, RRW Picasso attacked Cardassian convoy in the Kinkuthanza system. Intel indicated that the convoy was being used as cover by the Tal Shiar to transport prisoners and that Rena Kev would be on board. That intel was faulty. Although the convoy was a tactical asset transporting supplies for the True Way, there were no prisoners on board. So, alright, that was nothing then. But this is just a matter of guessing words. Steal supplies. So were there things in there that I should have used as clues for that? I didn't see any. I don't think so. The facts of the library computer. I guess if you combine them all together. So they sold weapons, disbanded police force for brutality, instituted anti-weapon laws. No, I don't think so. I might just be missing something, but fine.
Captain, we're getting two different stories here. One from Charva and one from these documents. Analysis of the files shows that either Charva is trying deliberately to mislead us, or that she's being misled herself.
I think it's that one.
Since she seems to firmly believe what she's telling us, I'm not completely comfortable disregarding her information out of hand. I recommend that we speak to Commander Tal Mera on Drozana Station. She has contacts in the intelligence community that we don't. She should be able to either confirm or deny our findings.
Okay, we can do that. I need to go to Drozana. Can I not just hail? Why do we not hail anymore? Hail. So I've got to travel over to Drozana. I think it's quite far away. Okay, it's not miles away, but I'll still cut it out anyway. Let's get over there. So after that marathon of reading text, we're now arriving at Drozana Station, so get ready for the annoying Klingon voice. Here we go. Wait, did I say Klingon voice or Ferengi voice? I obviously meant Ferengi. I assume I said Ferengi, right?
Welcome to
There he
Drozana.
is. No, go away. Here we are. The wonderful Drozana Station. Where are we meant to be going? Right to the back there, okay. Find Commander Talmira on Drozana Station's observation deck. There? Hello.
Was there something you needed?
Yeah, can I get your opinion on some Tal Shiar files?
Tal Shiar files?
Hmm.
I'm sure there's a good story behind how you came into possession of these. Let's see what you have.
Here they are.
What sort of information do you need? Personally, I'd regard anything given to you by a Tal Shiar operative with suspicion. They are masters of misinformation and misdirection.
Alright, I need to fact check these documents. Some of the information in them doesn't seem to line up.
We can do that. Show me what you have and what parts of them are troubling you. I've seen some interesting works of fiction, but nothing that compares to this. Deton and Lortrix working together? On a Riemann mining colony? Huh, I don't think so. Can you see Deton in a dilithium mine? And Lortrix was storing weapons for Deton? Why? There have to be better places we can stash supplies than in an enemy colony. And this section about Deton working with Klingons to target colonies for terrorist attacks is ridiculous. Neither Deton or the Empire would do such a thing. The Klingons may be warlike, but they won't engage a civilian target without a reason. I'm detecting that sections of the file have been altered. That's probably why it reads like a bad spy story.
It didn't make sense to me either.
According to my records, Deton was in contact with the Klingon Empire, but he was talking to them about which colonies needed agricultural aid. And there were weapons on Chaltok, as you well know. But not only were they making weapons for the Hirogen, they were targeting Romulan militia targets, including the flotilla. Now, I didn't realize that Lortrix and Deton knew each other, but apparently they do. They interacted once during negotiations during a workers' strike at a Riemann mining facility. It's funny how people from such different worlds and outlooks can interact.
Alright, so can you cross-reference this file with our intelligence data to gain some context?
Deton was talking to the Klingon Empire
That's
about
what you just did.
colonies near our borders, and I'm not surprised that Lortrix was aiming weapons at our targets, although I don't think he was doing so at the request of the Hirogen. The Tal Shiar has a way of getting into everything, and we know that they were monitoring that colony. A Tal Shiar operative could have manipulated Lortrix into aiming some of the weapons at Romulan Republic targets. If they were fired, then we'd lose big, and a neutral colony would be blamed for the attack.
This is true.
Also, I think it was a coincidence that Deton and Lortrix were acquainted. Lortrix once worked for the Riemann Mining Cooperative, but he wasn't exactly a model employee. In fact, he was one of the leaders of a strike that turned violent. The Riemanns brought in a group of negotiators to help end the crisis. Deton was one of the people they invited. He helped negotiate a settlement, and Lortrix was one of the representatives of the workers during those negotiations. I doubt they've ever spoken to one another again once the strike ended.
Alright, so what do you make of all the changes?
I think the Tal Shiar are conducting quite an effective smear campaign against Deton and our movement. It's our responsibility to see through their deceptions.
Okay, more
We can do
files.
that.
Fair enough.
Show me what... I'm detecting several abnormalities in this file. It looks like portions of it have been altered.
What a
We
shock.
should corroborate these reports in order to determine which facts are actually true and which are Tal Shiar fabrications.
I just don't know what to believe.
Here's what we know and can confirm from our files. Deton did smuggle crates to Viranot before the attack on your colony, but they were carrying ship parts, not weapons. And he did more to help the colony without drawing excess attention. It was our group that helped your people get the water reclamation equipment they needed to support a healthy population. And yes, we spent a great deal of time and money gathering information about both the Federation and the Klingon Empire. But we're not planning an attack. Why would we? Instead, we're gathering all the intel we can about the political climates of both factions.
Okay, so do the cross-reference thing again.
Deton has been working with colony leaders for years, including the Maori and others at Viranot. However, Since the Empress and the Tal Shiar often retaliate against people who are friendly to our movement, in the past, we've tried to keep those contacts as quiet as possible. Your colony had some talented engineers who were willing to help flotilla ships. Deton provided crates full of ship parts, smuggled from other friendly settlements. Your engineers repaired Allied ships who needed help. But Deton is a man of peace. I can't ever see him wanting to smuggle weapons, especially not to a civilian site. Of course, because the people at Viranot risked their safety to help our ships, Deton helped them in return. One of the ways the Tal Shiar keeps control over colony worlds is by denying or diverting needed supplies. Before the attack, Viranot's population had outgrown its water treatment capabilities. They tried to acquire another water filtration unit, but were blocked by lost shipments, denied paperwork, and other bureaucratic hassles. It could have meant disease and deprivation for your people. So the Maori reached out to Deton. He provided the water reclamation equipment Viranot needed, and even helped the colonists conceal it so it couldn't be damaged in a convenient accident. And yes, we do spend a great deal of time and effort gathering intel on both Starfleet and Klingon Empire, but we're not studying their defenses. We're learning about their political climates. Our relationships with the Klingons and Starfleet are still very fragile. They're being strengthened by people like you. But a shift in attitudes on the High Council or the Federation Council could mean disaster for us. The more we know about what's happening, the better we can react to it.
Okay, so what do you make of it all?
I'm not saying that Deton is a complete innocent. None of us are. The political information could be used to sway decisions in our favor. The ship part and water reclamation equipment were smuggled illegally. But you have to look at the intent behind Deton's actions. He's trying to help people, not tear them down.
All right, okay, so one more file.
We can do that.
Get through this a bit
Show
quicker.
Me what you have. Huh. I didn't realize that the Tal Shiar had transferred prisoners to the Kinkuthanza System penal colony. Probably because there isn't a penal colony in the Kinkuthanza system. That's not the only discrepancy I'm detecting in this file. There's distinct signs of tampering. We need to figure out what they altered, and why.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here's what I know. Most Tal Shiar prisoners fall off the grid completely. We don't know where they're taken, or what's being done to them, and that troubles Deton a great deal. We have, however, heard of a Tal Shiar facility called Installation 18 that appears to be a holding facility. Some prisoners would likely be taken there. As far as I know, your friend's sister has never been in the Theban system, much less been captured there. We did lose a militia ship there a few weeks ago, and one of my agents, Sub-Commander Avron, is still in Tal Shiar custody. Avron was trying to steal supplies from a Tal Shiar convoy when he was captured. It was risky, but they had critical supplies we couldn't get any other way.
Okay, I'm not going to do the full context this time. It's taking a bit too long. Although it's lovely that this is all voiced and I haven't had to read it. That's great. But what do you make of these changes then?
Did Deton know about the plan to attack a Tal Shiar convoy? Yes. Does that make us criminals and terrorists? That's something you're going to have to decide for yourself.
Don't know why I'm saying, can I show you another file?
We can do that.
'Cause I haven't got any.
Show me
So what do you make of it all?
And what we're fighting for our independence and the future of the Romulan race. We're short on supplies and allies and beset by enemies that see nothing wrong with murder, torture, and kidnapping. And they call us the terrorists. We've had to make some difficult decisions. Some of them have led us down roads that none of us wanted to take. But nothing we've done is anything as terrible as what the Tal Shiar is accusing Deton of doing. There are no innocents in a war, and that includes Deton. At least his motivations are clear. And I can't see what the Tal Shiar has to gain by framing him for these crimes.
Right, thank you for your help.
Captain, Charva's convinced that these files are genuine. She wouldn't be pushing us this hard otherwise. We need to sit down and show her the discrepancies we've discovered, preferably in front of a Tal Shiar computer, so we can open her eyes to the truth.
What?
If we contact her and say we're ready to join the Tal Shiar, but we need to
dear.
discuss these files first,
Don't know about that.
maybe she'll take us somewhere where we can prove to her that she's been lied to. There's a subspace communications hub in the lounge on Drozana Station's observation level that we can use to contact Charva.
Oh, okay, so I can just do it from here. Alright, let's try it. Is that this thing? Ooh, hello.
I'm looking out for you.
I wasn't expecting to hear from you so soon, Teleth. Are you ready to join the Tal Shiar? I am ready to join. Sign me up. I take it that everything I provided checked out to your satisfaction, mostly, but I want to go over the data you sent. I need assurances that it is genuine. Yeah, obviously. The Tal Shiar maintains a clandestine network of satellites throughout the quadrant. There's a listening post that's part of this network in the Azhar system. It's near your current position and off the trade route, so we should be able to meet privately. It is also connected to the rest of the Tal Shiar network, so we can go over the data in detail. I'm glad you've seen the light, Teleth. You're journeying the right side. Alright, I'll see you there. There you go. Before we leave Drozana Station, we should consult Commander Talmera. She might have more information about that Azhar system. Alright, let's talk to her again. Hope she won't go on for 20 minutes.
Was there something you needed?
What do you know about the Azhar system?
It's remote and has little strategic value. If you're planning some shore leave after this is over, I'd suggest you go to Ryza instead.
So, Azhar?
I can tell you, you're probably flying into a trap.
Nah.
The Tal Shiar invests a great deal of time and effort to spin a web of lies. They don't look favorably on people who try to expose them for what they are. If you're going to go, at least take some backup.
Alright, can you contact Starfleet and organise that?
That won't be too difficult.
Good.
You've made a lot of friends. Send out a subspace burst if you need some assistance in the Aza system. They'll be waiting for your signal.
Okay, if you run into any roadblocks, talk to Captain Halvson. He's proven himself to be a worthwhile ally. Right, okay. So, I guess I'm ready to go. Can I just beam up? Meet Charva in Azhar system. Wow, that was a lot of talking again. And not that I mind the talking. I quite like it. I don't think every episode needs to be a big shooting fest. Okay, and it is quite close. I mean, still in this kind of ship. With such a limited travel speed. I will just meet you there, though. So here we are coming up to the Azhar system. Really looks like we're about to get some answers. Let's see what Charva's got to say. Oh, did I press the wrong thing? Continue.
Captain, we're detecting another ship in the system. It's Charva's ship, the IRW Aethra. They're signaling to us that Charva has already beamed over to the listening post, and that you and I should join her. But they say only us. We can't take a full away team.
Fine, I guess we can scan it just to see that it is just Charva over there, right? Okay, just going to turn so my crew have a good shot on him. There you go. Just in case it all goes to pot.
I hope we're able to make Charva see reason. She doesn't seem willing to accept that Tal Shiar is at the root of many of the problems of the Romulan people. It's not going to be easy to convince her.
Well, let's give it a go. Hello.
I am so glad to hear that you are considering my offer of joining the Tal Shiar.
Psych.
They offer safety and stability to all Romulans. You will not regret your decision.
It actually says you won't regret your decision. Will not is a bit Vulcan, isn't it? Romulans say won't. Tovan and I would like to work more closely with you, but first I need to go over some of the data you gave us.
I cannot blame you for wanting to do your due
cannot.
diligence. Seeing as you are about to join our ranks, I do not think the Tal Shiar would mind if we took a look at some of the intelligence files used to generate the reports I gave you. Just do not tell any of my superiors that we did this. You do not have clearance yet.
Why is she changing all the words? Of course not. Alright. Let's do it. This will be interesting to see how quickly she picks up on it. Let's see what the Tal Shiar Library has to say about this world. Okay.
This cannot be right.
Cannot. What can't be right?
It appears as if some of the information that was included in the report I gave you does not line up with what is here. Several of the facts have been changed either here or in the report, and the results skew any conclusions that could be drawn.
Yeah, alright, let's check another one just to be sure. I'm sure it'll be okay, Chava. Now we can see the recorded evidence. But wait a minute.
But I thought,
What's wrong?
these recordings don't line up with the report either. What's going on here? Who could have tampered with this evidence?
Come on, one more file. Well, she was there at King Kazanza, so she knows. Right, what will we find this time?
Has this file been tampered with?
What do you mean?
This is the same story as the others. This evidence doesn't match the report I shared with you. You knew about this, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
That's why you had me look at these files. Did you alter this data to make me look bad? Are you trying to sabotage my career with the Tal Shiar?
I promise, I didn't change anything. Were you expecting someone else to join us? No. Oh. Right, we were sent here by Commander Morris to take you into custody. Teleth, you're accused of undermining the Romulan Empire and crimes unbefitting of a Romulan. Tovankev, you're accused of aiding a known fugitive and conspiring against the Tal Shiar. Java, you are relieved of command of your ship, pending the outcome of a court-martial. If you're lucky, that's all that will happen to you for betraying the Tal Shiar. Nope. This is actually quite a big fight for just 3 of us, right? Luckily, it looks like Tovankev is invulnerable. Which kind of makes that a little bit easy, actually. Because he's not classed as an away team member. That's quite cool. And I don't like how you kind of snap through that wall.
We need to get out of here and return to our ship before the Tal Shiar send any more troops down here.
That's a bit weird.
Charva, you should come with us. You won't be safe with the Tal Shiar.
Free to beam up? She don't get a choice, apparently. She's clearly a Vulcan anyway.
I've been informed by my Tal Shiar superiors that you and Charva are now to be considered enemies of the state. My orders are to apprehend you, alive if possible, but dead will work almost as well. Surrender, and I will be merciful to your crew. Resist, and let their deaths be on your head.
You'll need more than just one ship to take me down. Oh no. More are going to decloak, aren't they? Or just warp in. Yeah, there you go. Wow. Where's my fleet? Are they my fleet?
If you insist.
Oh no.
How about a fleet of Tal Shiar warships? Will that convince you to surrender? Think of your crew. Spare them the pain and suffering this meaningless gesture will cause.
You don't think I'd show up here alone, did you? Captain, our friends from Starfleet have checked in. They'll decloak at your signal. What? Our friend from Starfleet? Defiant class escort. Oh yeah, I guess the Defiants would have cloaking devices. Although actually, wasn't it just meant to be the one Defiant? Wow. Look at this. Oh, I don't need to face forwards anymore, do I? I should be using broadside. I normally try and stay out of the middle, but now I kind of want to get stuck in. I'm just taking out the little things, hoping that's helping. Oh man, this is actually really good. I love these large-scale fights. I mean, obviously we've been in larger, but this is still a large-scale fight, and it honestly feels like everybody's just taking part. I mean, a lot of the time, you just sort of see two groups that are just randomly firing at each other, and it's a bit too scripted. This is really good. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so I've got to turn around to that warbird soon. But we're going to go... Yeah, right, let's try now. In fact, I'm just going to head away, I think. And then back in again. Oh, okay. I need to go and join up with my fleet a little bit, I think. Please take out that heavy torpedo. Oh, come on. Alright, let's head over here. Help these guys out. Okay, so I think... Did someone take aggro? Oh no, no, I've still got both of them on me. I can't take many of those hits. I'm just going to come this way and let my fleet deal with them a bit more. Huh. Did he launch a torpedo at a torpedo then? That's quite cool. Just trying to keep myself ever so slightly topped off.
Sub-Commander Nadell is commanding the RRW Dehu.
Hello.
She has requested we transport Charva aboard so she can be taken to the proper authorities.
Okay. But, I mean, she shouldn't be punished that much, should she?
Welcome aboard. Is this the Tal Shiar prisoner?
Yes, this is Charva. I assume you'll want her confined in the brig?
This way, please.
I mean, I guess it could all be a
Leave you to
trick.
it.
But it doesn't seem that way. Sorry it's come to this, Java. I hope you can see now that Tal Shiar isn't what you thought they were.
No, they're doing what they can for our people. I was the one who failed to live up to their expectations.
And she's mental.
And you were the one who steered me wrong. Just like Datan has done to you.
Sorry you feel that way. Alright, yeah, keep her in the brig. Time to go, Tovan. You can come and visit her later. Wow, nice
Captain,
walk, guys.
Charva was a close friend, and we couldn't even convince her of our cause. We need to find something substantial to expose the Tal Shiar.
I'm afraid you might be right.
Charva's alive, but I expect she's going to face a lot of questions from intelligence. But if we couldn't change her mind, what'll it take to convince the Romulan people? How do we gather the proof we need? For now, we've done all we can. I recommend we leave the system before any Tal Shiar reinforcements arrive.
Okay, yeah, depart system. Nothing else to do here. No loot, considering quite a few ships are involved in that fight. There we go, we can hand in Tradecraft now.
You've done commendable work exposing the duplicitous nature of the Tal Shiar, but there is still more work to be done in order to actually discover what they have been up to. It's a shame that Charva is resisting our efforts to turn her to our cause. Perhaps with enough time, she'll see the Tal Shiar for the traitors to the Romulan people that they really are. In any event, you are proving to be a formidable addition to this fleet.
Cool. Alright, yeah, so which one of these do I need? I don't need that. Or that. I mean, that's a very slight upgrade. Harpeng torpedo launcher. So I am eventually going for a torpedo build, right? Well, I guess I'll... Oh, I get all this anyway. Why am I trying to choose? But I guess I could use that.
We're counting on you. Congratulations, Centauri.
Maybe not straight away. Alright, let's check some skills. I'm just going to carry on with the control. Because eventually I want to be using all of the science type skills. But there you go. Okay, so that was Tradecraft. which signals the end of the Allies storyline, which is quite cool. You get to see a lot more about the Romulans and the Tal Shiar and your interactions with them. That was cool. I did enjoy that. The Tradecraft episode, I do... So I'll never be one that just wants battles constantly. I do like the diplomacy side of the game, the talking, generally storylines. That's my main focus here. I do, and puzzles as well are a big part. I do kind of wish, because that was posed as a puzzle. I don't think I'm wrong in saying that you meant to approach that as a puzzle, but it just seemed like there was no way of actually knowing what the right answer was. There was no way of solving the puzzle, essentially. Like, one of the answers was installation 18, and at no point did it mention installation 18. And by this point in the game, you've never heard of that, because it appears in the Wasteland, right? The end thing here. So how would you ever know that that was the answer? How could you even work that out from the information given? So I would prefer that to be a slightly better posed puzzle, but it's still quite interesting reading a lot of the information there. They obviously do write a lot of the sort of backstory to the little missions we do here, and a lot of it appeared there, so that was quite good. In the next episodes, we're going to be doing In Shadows. Now, I don't think... No, this is all just fresh, completely brand new to the Romulan characters, which is good. And so is Vengeance. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we're moving on to In the Shadows and Inside Job in the next episode. And that is Allies done. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you are enjoying. Hope you will enjoy. But by far, the most important thing is to look forward to the next episode of Star Trek Online.